I thought I buried my past the day I buried my wife, until I saw a 6-year-old girl with my family's birthmark running through a church courtyard. My name is Vincent Romano, and for 20 years, I was the man people crossed the street to avoid. But grief had turned me into a ghost haunting my own life. Then I discovered the impossible. My late wife, Elena, left me a gift I never knew existed, hidden in the darkest moment of our tragedy. But when my former lieutenant found out what I was protecting, he didn't just threaten to take her away. He tied that little girl to a chair and put a gun in my hand, betting I'd become the monster again. What he didn't know was that I'd already made a choice that would cost me everything. Subscribe and comment below if you've ever had to choose between who you were and who you want to become, because what happened next in that warehouse changed all 3 of our lives forever. The morning light filters through my bedroom window. I open my eyes. The bed beside me is empty. It has been empty for 6 years. I sit up slowly. My body aches in ways that have nothing to do with age. I'm 52 years old. I feel ancient. The penthouse is silent. It is always silent now. I walk to the bathroom. The mirror shows a man I barely recognize. Grey touches my temples. Lines mark my face like a map of regret. My eyes are the worst part. They look dead. I shower. I dress in a black suit. I always wear black now. The kitchen is spotless, unused. I pour coffee from the machine that runs on a timer. I drink it standing at the window. Chicago spreads below me like a kingdom I no longer want to rule. My chest tightens. I was Vincent Romano once. People feared that name. They still do in certain circles. But fear means nothing when you wake up alone every day. I set down the cup. My hands are steady. They have always been steady. Even when my heart was breaking, my hands never shook. I look at the photos on the wall. Elena smiles at me from every frame. Her dark hair, her gentle eyes, the way she looked at me like I was worth saving. Vincent felt hollow. I grab my keys. I know where I am going. I go there every week. Some routines are sacred. The cemetery is quiet. Spring has painted everything green. It should feel hopeful. It doesn't. I walk the familiar path. My shoes crunch on the gravel. Birds sing somewhere in the trees. Life continues around death. It always does. Elena's headstone is simple. White marble. Her name. Her dates. The words, beloved wife. I kneel. The ground is damp from morning dew. I don't care. Hello, my love, I say. My voice is rough. I don't speak much anymore. Words seem pointless when the only person who mattered can't hear them. 6 years today, I say. 6 years since I lost you. The silence stretches. I trace her name with my finger. The stone is cold. Everything is cold without her. I'm sorry, I whisper, for everything. Vincent's breath caught. The memories flood back. They always do. Elena lying in the hospital bed. The doctors shaking their heads. The fertility treatments that destroyed her body while giving us nothing. The final night when I held her hand and felt her slip away. She wanted a child so desperately. We both did. But my body failed us. Infertile. That word haunted our marriage. It still haunts me. I should have stopped the treatment sooner, I say. I should have protected you. My throat tightens. I was a man who could give everyone everything. Money, power, protection. But I couldn't give my wife the one thing she wanted most. I couldn't give her a child. I stand slowly, my knees protest. I'm getting old. There's no one to grow old with. I touch the headstone one last time. I love you, I say. I'll always love you. I turn to leave. That's when I see it. A poster on the cemetery bulletin board, bright colors against the grey stone wall, a charity event at St. Teresa's Church, support for the orphanage, and there at the bottom, Director, Grace Miller. Something shifts in my expression. I know that name. Grace Miller. She was one of Elena's nurses during those final months. The kind one. The one who prayed with Elena when I couldn't bear to watch. My heart pounds. It's the first thing I've felt in months, besides grief. I pull out my phone. I search for St. Teresa's Church. There's an event today, this afternoon. I shouldn't go. I should go home. I should drink expensive whiskey and stare at photos until the day ends. But I don't. I walk to my car. I drive away from the cemetery. For the first time in years, I have somewhere to be. St. Teresa's Church sits in a neighborhood I rarely visit. It's modest, clean, the kind of place where normal people worship. I am not normal people. Cars fill the parking lot. Families stream toward the courtyard. Children laugh. The sound is foreign to me now. I park at the edge. I sit for a moment. My fingers grip the steering wheel. What am I doing here? Vincent felt uncertain. I get out. I walk toward the noise. The courtyard is decorated with balloons and streamers. Tables hold baked goods and drinks. Volunteers smile at everyone who passes. I stand apart. I don't belong here. These people radiate warmth. I radiate nothing. A woman approaches. She's in her 40s. Kind face, gentle eyes, she wears a volunteer badge. "Welcome," she says. "First time at St. Teresa's?" "Yes," I say. "Well, we're glad you're here. I'm Sister Maggie." She extends her hand. I shake it. Her grip is surprisingly firm. "The food is donated," she says. "Everything goes to support our orphanage. The children really benefit from events like this." "The orphanage," I repeat. "Yes. Grace runs it beautifully. The kids adore her." "Grace Miller." Sister Maggie's face lights up. "You know Grace?" "I knew her once," I say. "Years ago. She'll be thrilled to see you. She's over by the children's area." Sister Maggie points across the courtyard. I nod. I don't move. She pats my arm. "Go on." Grace never forgets a friendly face. She walks away. I stand frozen. His eyes found the crowd. Children run everywhere. They chase each other. They laugh. They exist in a world of pure joy that I can barely remember. Then I see her. A little girl, maybe 6 years old, curly brown hair bouncing as she runs. She's chasing a balloon that escaped someone's hand. She catches it. She spins around. She's laughing. And then I see it. Below her left eye, a small crescent-shaped birthmark. Dark against her pale skin. My blood turns to ice. I have the same birthmark. So did my father. And his father. It runs in the Romano family. Always in the same place. Always the same shape. Vincent's breath caught. The girl runs past me. She doesn't notice me staring. She's too busy being happy. My heart hammers in my chest. This isn't possible. It can't be possible. I was infertile. Eleanor died without giving me a child. We had no children. We would never have children. But that birthmark. The crowd noise fades. Everything fades except this little girl with curly hair and a smile that could light up the world. She runs toward a woman. The woman kneels down. She catches the girl in a hug. It's Grace Miller. Grace looks older than I remember, but her face still holds that same kindness. She smooths the girl's hair. She says something that makes the girl giggle. I move closer. I don't mean to. My feet carry me forward like I'm being pulled. "Lucy, sweetheart, you can't run off like that," Grace says. Her voice is gentle, warm. "But the balloon, Miss Grace," the girl says. "I saved it." "You did. You're very brave." Lucy. Her name is Lucy. I stop a few feet away. I'm hidden behind a group of adults. I watch them like a ghost observing the living. Grace stands. She holds Lucy's hand. They walk toward the food tables. A volunteer stops them, an older woman with grey hair. "Grace, I meant to ask," the woman says. "How long have you had Lucy now?" 6 years, Grace says. "Since she was a baby." "Such a mysterious past," the woman says. "No records at all." Grace's voice drops. I strain to hear. "We don't talk about that much," Grace says quietly. "Lucy was abandoned. Left at the church door with nothing but a blanket and a gold cross." Something shifts in my chest. "A gold cross?" the volunteer asks. "Yes, engraved. The initials ER. We never found out who left her." The world stops spinning. ER Elena Romano, my wife's initials. Vincent felt his heart stop. My vision blurs. I grip the edge of a nearby table. The plastic tablecloth crumples under my fingers. This isn't real. This can't be real. But that birthmark, those initials, 6 years ago. Elena died 6 years ago. My throat tightens. I can't breathe. I need to get out of here. I need to think. I turn. I walk quickly toward the parking lot. Behind me, I hear Lucy's laughter. It follows me like an echo. At my car, I lean against the door. My hands shake. They never shake. One thought consumes me. It burns through everything else. Could Elena's child still live? I drive home in silence. The city passes by. I don't see it. My mind races. Questions pile on top of questions. Logic wars with impossible hope. Elena and I tried for years. Every treatment failed. Every doctor said the same thing. I was infertile. There would be no children. But what if they were wrong? What if something happened that I didn't know about? I park in my building's garage. I take the elevator to the penthouse. The doors close. I see my reflection in the polished metal. I look haunted. The elevator opens. I walk inside. I pour a drink. Whiskey. Expensive. It burns going down. I stand at the window. Chicago glitters below me. I built an empire in this city. I commanded respect and fear. I had everything, except the one thing that mattered. His chest tightens. I think about Lucy's face, that smile, that birthmark, the way she moved with pure, unfiltered joy. She looks nothing like Elena, but that doesn't mean anything. Genetics are complicated. The gold cross. ER. My hands grip the glass. Hope is a dangerous thing. Hope can destroy you faster than any bullet. But I can't let this go. I pull out my phone. I scroll through my contacts. Names I haven't called in years. People who owe me favors. People who can find information that doesn't officially exist. I make a call. Tony, I say. It's Vincent Romano. Silence on the other end. Then, Mr. Romano, it's been a long time. I need something, I say. Quietly. Of course. St. Teresa's orphanage. A girl named Lucy. About 6 years old. I need everything. Birth records. Abandonment reports. Medical history. Everything. When do you need it? Tomorrow. Understood. I hang up. I finish my drink. I pour another. Vincent felt desperate. The night stretches ahead. I don't sleep. I pace. I stare at Elena's photo. Was it you? I whisper. Did you leave me something I didn't know about? She smiles back at me. Frozen in time. Forever young. Forever gone. I close my eyes. For the first time in years, I pray. Not to a God I'm not sure I believe in, but to Elena, to the universe, to whatever force might be listening. Please, I whisper, let this be real. Morning comes slowly. I haven't slept. My suit is wrinkled. I don't care. My phone rings at 8. Tony. I have some information, he says. My heart pounds. Tell me. Lucy was found 6 years ago, March 15th, left at St. Teresa's church door before dawn. No witnesses, no note, just a blanket and a gold cross with the initials ER, March 15th, 3 days after Elena died. Go on, I say. My voice is tight. No birth certificate, no medical records. Child Services placed her with Grace Miller, who runs the orphanage. Grace has been her primary guardian since. And Grace? What do you know about her? Clean record. Registered nurse. Worked at Mercy Hospital until 6 years ago. Left to run the orphanage full-time. She lives in a small apartment attached to the building. No family. Never married. I process this. Grace gave up everything to care for abandoned children. The orphanage finances, I ask. Barely surviving, Tony says. Mostly donations, some church support. Grace refuses government funding. Says it comes with too many restrictions. Anything else? That's all I could find. You want me to dig deeper? No, I say. Thank you, Tony. I hang up. I sit in my office. Papers cover my desk. Business deals, investment reports. None of it matters. Lucy was abandoned the same week Elena died. The same initials. The same birthmark. Vincent's breath caught. But how? Elena died at the hospital. I was with her until the end. There was no baby. There couldn't have been. Unless a memory surfaces, cloudy, uncertain. Elena's final months. The experimental treatments. She was so secretive about them. She said the doctors wanted privacy. She went alone to appointments. I trusted her. I let her go alone. What if something happened during those treatments? What if there was an embryo? What if Eleanor knew she was dying and made arrangements? My hands shake again. I need to know. I need to be sure. But I can't just demand answers. I can't storm into Grace's life and tear it apart, based on a birthmark and a gold cross. I need to be careful, patient. I need to get close to Lucy and Grace without scaring them away. That evening I drive to St. Teresa's. Not for an event this time, just to see. I park across the street. The orphanage is attached to the church. It's a modest building, 2 stories, warm lights in the windows. I can see inside one window. Children sit at a long table. They're eating dinner. Grace moves among them. She smiles. She touches their shoulders. She makes them feel safe. Lucy sits at the end of the table. She's laughing at something another child said. Her whole face lights up. Something shifts in my expression. I watch them for an hour. It should feel wrong. It should feel like stalking. But I can't look away. This could be my daughter, this joyful little girl, this miracle. My throat tightens. If she is mine, I've missed 6 years. 6 years of birthdays and first words and scraped knees and bedtime stories. 6 years of being her father. Grief crashes over me. Not the same grief as losing Elena. This is different. This is the grief of lost time, of chances that slipped away while I drowned in sorrow. If Lucy is mine, I failed her, just like I failed Elena. Vincent felt broken. Grace appears in the window. She's tucking children into bed. She reads from a book. The children gather around her. They look at her like she hung the moon. Lucy climbs into Grace's lap. Grace wraps her arms around her. She kisses the top of Lucy's head. My eyes burn. Grace loves her. That's obvious. Grace has been Lucy's mother in every way that matters, and I'm just a ghost from the past, a man with theories and desperate hope, but no proof. I start the car, I drive away, but I know I'll come back. I have to come back. The next morning I wake with purpose. If I want answers, I need to be part of their world. I need to earn their trust. I shower, I shave carefully. I dress in a grey suit instead of black, softer, less intimidating. I drive to the church office. It's a small room attached to the main building. An elderly woman sits at the desk. "May I help you?" she asks. "I'd like to make a donation," I say. "To the orphanage." Her face lights up. "Oh, how wonderful. Grace will be so grateful. I'd like to remain anonymous," I say. "Of course. How much were you thinking?" I pull out my checkbook. I write a number. I hand it to her. She looks at the check. Her eyes widen. "Sir, this is $50,000. Is that enough?" I ask. "It's more than enough. It's extraordinary." She looks up at me. "Are you sure you want to remain anonymous? Grace would want to thank you personally." "I'm sure," I say, "but I'm not leaving yet. I have more to do." I walk toward the cafe across the street. Through the window, I can see it's quiet. A few tables. Good coffee, according to the sign. I go inside. I order coffee. I sit by the window where I can watch the church. Vincent felt nervous. 10 minutes later, Grace walks out of the church. Lucy skips beside her. They're holding hands. They cross the street. They're coming to the cafe. My heart races. This is too convenient, too perfect. But I believe in moments like this. Elena used to call them divine appointments. The door opens. A small bell chimes. Lucy bounces inside. Grace follows. "Miss Grace, can I get hot chocolate?" Lucy asks. "May I?" Grace corrects gently. "And yes, you may." They approach the counter. I stand. I walk toward them. I time it perfectly. I bump into Grace. Not hard. Just enough. "Oh, I'm so sorry," I say. Grace turns. She looks at me. Recognition flickers in her eyes. "It's okay. She stops. "Do I know you?" "Vincent Romano," I say. "We met years ago at Mercy Hospital." Her eyes widen. "Mr. Romano, of course. You were—" She hesitates. "I'm so sorry about your wife." "Thank you," I say. My voice is quiet. "You were very kind to her." Lucy tugs on Grace's sleeve. "Miss Grace, who's this?" Grace looks down. "This is Mr. Romano, sweetheart. He's an old friend." Lucy studies me. Her eyes are bright, curious. She tilts her head. "You have dimples," she says. "Just little ones." When you almost smile, something shifts in my chest. "Lucy," Grace says, "that's not polite." "It's all right," I say. I kneel down. I'm at Lucy's eye level now. "What's your name?" "Lucy," she says. "What's yours?" "Vincent." "That's a big name," she says seriously. I feel my mouth twitch, almost a smile. "I suppose it is." "I'll call you Mr. Dimple," Lucy decides. Grace's face turns red. "Lucy, you can't just—" "It's fine," I say. I'm still looking at Lucy, at the birthmark below her eye, at the light in her face. "Mr. Dimple is fine." Lucy grins. She looks at Grace. "See? He likes it." His eyes found hers. Grace looks embarrassed, apologetic, but there's something else in her expression. Recognition, memory, perhaps even gratitude that I'm not offended. "I should let you order," I say. I stand. "Actually," Grace says, "would you like to join us, if you have time? I'd love to hear how you've been." My heart stops. I'd like that. We sit at a table by the window. Lucy sits between us. She swings her legs. She talks non-stop about her week at school. Grace orders hot chocolate for Lucy and coffee for us. When the drinks arrive, Lucy takes a sip. She gets whipped cream on her nose. I hand her a napkin without thinking. "Here." She takes it. "Thank you, Mr. Dimple." Vincent felt something warm spread through his chest. Grace watches me. There's curiosity in her eyes, maybe even concern. "I heard you donated to the orphanage this morning," she says quietly. I stiffen. I ask them not to say anything. "Sister Mary can't keep a secret." Grace's voice is soft, grateful. "That donation, it changes everything for us. The children will have what they need for months." "Good," I say. "Why did you do it?" I look at Lucy. She's drawing on a napkin with a crayon she pulled from her pocket. She's drawing a house, a sun. Stick figures holding hands. Because some things matter more than money, I say. The silence stretches. Grace's eyes soften. You've changed, she says, from how I remember you. People change, I say. Or maybe they just break. Grief changes us, she says. But it doesn't have to break us. Lucy looks up. Miss Grace says God never gives us more than we can carry. Sometimes the load feels too heavy, I say. That's when other people help carry it, Lucy says simply. Her words hit me like a hammer. This 6-year-old child with wisdom beyond her years. Vincent's breath caught. I look away, through the window, back to my empty life, my empty penthouse, my empty heart. You're very wise, Lucy, I say. That's what Miss Grace says. Lucy goes back to her drawing. Grace touches my hand, just briefly, just enough to offer comfort. I'm glad we ran into you, she says. Literally. I almost smile. So am I. We talk for another hour. Grace tells me about the orphanage, the children, the struggles and the victories. Lucy interjects with stories that make no sense but make Grace laugh. I watch them, I study them, mother and daughter in every way except blood, and maybe blood too, maybe. When it's time to leave, Lucy hands me her drawing. This is for you, Mr. Dimple, she says. I take it carefully. It shows the three of us. Stick figures labeled, Lucy, Miss Grace, Mr. Dimple. Thank you, I say. My voice is rough. You look sad, Lucy says. I hope my picture makes you happy. She hugs me, just like that. No fear, no hesitation, pure trust. I freeze. I haven't hugged anyone in 6 years. Then slowly, carefully, I hug her back. His throat tightens. Grace watches with shining eyes. When Lucy pulls away, she smiles. See you later, Mr. Dimple. They leave. I stand there holding the drawing. My hands shake. I drive home. I put the drawing on my desk, next to Elena's photo. For the first time in 6 years, I feel something besides grief. I feel hope. And hope, I'm beginning to remember, is the most dangerous feeling of all. 3 days pass before I see them again. 3 days of staring at Lucy's drawing. 3 days of hope, growing like a weed in my chest. I tell myself to be patient, to move slowly, but patience has never been my strength. On the 4th day, I drive to St. Teresa's. I bring supplies, blankets, books, art supplies for the children, things an orphanage always needs. Grace opens the door. Surprise crosses her face, then a smile. Mr. Romano, she says. Vincent, I say. Please, Vincent. She tests the name. This is unexpected. I hope it's not unwelcome. Not at all. Come in. The orphanage is clean but worn. The furniture has been repaired many times. The paint is faded, but it feels warm. It feels like home. Children's laughter echoes from upstairs. Lucy's voice rises above the others. Vincent felt his heart lift. She's always the loudest, Grace says. She's smiling. Full of life, that one. She seems happy, I say. She is, most of the time. Grace's smile fades slightly. Though she has her moments. All children do. I set down the boxes. I brought some things. Grace opens one. Her eyes widen. Vincent, this is too much. It's not enough, I say. She looks at me. Really looks at me. Why are you doing this? I could lie. I could say something about charity. About Eleanor wanting me to give back. But Grace's eyes demand truth. Because I need to, I say. Because maybe if I help someone else's children, it makes up for never having my own. His voice was quiet. Grace's expression softens. You would have been a good father. You don't know that. I do. I saw how you loved your wife. Love like that doesn't just disappear. The silence stretches. Footsteps thunder down the stairs. Lucy appears. She's wearing paint-stained overalls. Her hair is wild. Mr. Dimple, she shouts. She runs straight at me. I catch her. She hugs me like we've known each other forever. You came back, she says. I did. Are you staying for dinner? We're having pizza. It's pizza night. Grace laughs. Lucy, you can't just invite people to dinner without asking. Why not? You always say we should share what we have. She has a point, I say. Grace meets my eyes. Something shifts in her expression. Would you like to stay? Yes, I say. I would. Pizza night is chaos. 8 children crowd around a long table. They talk over each other, they laugh, they argue about toppings. I sit at the end. Lucy sits beside me. She tells me about every child there. That's Marcus. He's 7. He likes dinosaurs. That's Sophie. She's shy but really nice. That's... Lucy, let Mr. Romano eat, Grace calls. It's fine, I say. I want to know. Lucy beams. She continues her narration. Vincent felt something warm in his chest. This is what I missed. This noise. This life. This beautiful, messy humanity. After dinner, the children scatter. Some do homework, some play games. Lucy brings me a book. Will you read to me? She asks. I look at Grace. She nods. She loves stories. I take the book. It's about a lost puppy finding its way home. Lucy curls up beside me on the couch. I read. My voice is rusty at first, then it smooths out. Lucy leans against me. She smells like paint and pizza and childhood. His throat tightens. By the time I finish, she's almost asleep. Her eyes are heavy. She yawns. One more, she whispers. Not tonight, sweetheart, Grace says. She lifts Lucy gently. Time for bed. But Mr. Dimple just got here. He'll come back. Won't you, Vincent? Her eyes find his. Yes, I say. I'll come back. Lucy smiles. Grace carries her upstairs. I wait in the living room. I look at the photos on the wall. Children from over the years. Some smiling, some serious. All safe. Grace returns. She sits across from me. She looks tired but content. Thank you, she says, for staying, for reading to her. It was my pleasure. She's gotten attached to you quickly. Grace's voice is careful. I hope that's all right. More than all right, I say. I just worry. She's been disappointed before. By what? Grace looks away. People who show interest, who make promises, then disappear. Vincent felt anger rise. I won't disappear. You don't know that. Life happens. Things change. Not this, I say firmly. Not with her. Grace studies me. Why Lucy? Why not all the children? It's a fair question. One I can't fully answer. I don't know, I say. Something about her. Maybe she reminds me of what could have been. With Elena? Yes. The silence stretches. Grace stands. She walks to the window. Can I ask you something? Anything. That gold cross Lucy was found with. The initials. E.R. She turns. Elena Romano. My heart stops. You noticed? Of course I noticed. I've wondered about it for 6 years. And I don't know what to think. Her voice is soft. Part of me wants to believe it's a coincidence, but part of me wonders. Vincent's breath caught. I stand. I walk to her. We're close now. Close enough that I can see the worry in her eyes. I need to tell you something, I say. Grace waits. Elena and I couldn't have children. I was infertile. We tried everything. It broke us both. I remember, Grace whispers. I saw how much pain you were in. When Elena died, I thought that was it. No children, no legacy, just nothing. But Lucy has a birthmark. Here. I touch the spot below my eye. It's a family mark. Romano. Always in the same place. Grace's eyes widen. Vincent, I don't know what it means. Maybe nothing, maybe everything, but I have to know. Grace turns away. Her hands tremble. What if she is yours? Then I've lost 6 years. And what about me? I've raised her. I love her. She's mine in every way that matters. I know that, I say quickly. I would never take her from you. You say that now. I mean it. I touch her shoulder. Gently. Grace, look at me. She turns. Tears shine in her eyes. His eyes found hers. If Lucy is mine, I say, then you're the woman who saved my daughter, who loved her when I couldn't. That makes you a miracle. Grace's breath catches. I'm not here to take anything, I say. I'm here to find the truth, and maybe to be part of something good again. Grace wipes her eyes. This is complicated. I know. And scary. I know that too. She looks toward the stairs, where Lucy sleeps, innocent and unaware. What do we do? Grace whispers. We find out the truth, I say. Together. The next morning, I make calls. I need medical records. Elena's treatment history. Something concrete. Most doctors won't talk. Privacy laws. Patient confidentiality. Even death doesn't break those rules. But I know one doctor who might help. Dr. Patterson. He treated Elena during her final months. He was kind to her. To us both. I drive to his office. It's in a medical building downtown. Sterile. Professional. The receptionist looks skeptical. Dr. Patterson doesn't take walk-ins. Tell him Vincent Romano is here. About Elena Romano. She makes a call. 2 minutes later, she escorts me back. Dr. Patterson is older now. Gray hair. Deep lines around his eyes. He stands when I enter. Vincent, he says, I didn't expect to see you again. I need information, I say. About Elena? Yes? He gestures to a chair. We sit. His office is filled with medical journals and family photos. What do you want to know? He asks. The fertility treatments, the last few months. What happened? Dr. Patterson leans back. That was 6 years ago. I remember. He's quiet for a moment. Then he sighs. Elena came to see me. Alone. She said she had questions about experimental treatments. Vincent felt his pulse quicken. What kind of treatments? Embryo preservation, surrogacy options. She wanted to know if it was possible to create viable embryos despite your diagnosis. And? I told her the chances were extremely low, but not zero. My hands grip the armrests. Did she pursue it? Dr. Patterson looks uncomfortable. Vincent, I don't know if... Please, I say. I need to know. His voice was gentle. She did. She went to a clinic, New Horizons. They specialized in last resort cases. New Horizons, I repeat. They were shut down about 6 years ago. Regulatory violations. But before that, they were doing cutting-edge work. Did Elena create an embryo? I believe so. She told me one survived. The room spins. Vincent's breath caught. Why didn't she tell me? I whisper. She said she didn't want to give you false hope. She was already dying. She wanted to leave you with something, even if she couldn't be there to see it. Something shifts in my chest. Elena knew. She knew she was dying. She knew I would be alone. So she left me a gift. A child. Lucy. What happened to the embryo? I ask. I don't know. The clinic closed suddenly. Records were sealed. I assumed it was destroyed. But what if it wasn't? Dr. Patterson meets my eyes. Then someone carried that embryo to term, and you have a child you never knew about. I stand. My legs are shaky. Thank you, doctor. Vincent, wait. He stands too. If you're going to pursue this, be careful. There are legal implications, ethical ones. I understand. Do you? Because if this child exists, someone has been raising her. Someone who loves her. I know, I say, and I'm grateful to them. I leave his office. I sit in my car. I grip the steering wheel. His chest tightens. Elena did this. For me. For us. She left me hope wrapped in a miracle. If Lucy is that miracle, then everything changes. I drive to the orphanage. I need to see Grace. I need to tell her what I learned. But when I arrive, something is wrong. Grace stands on the steps. Her face is pale. Sister Maggie is beside her. The children are inside. What happened? I ask. Grace hands me a folded piece of paper. Her hands shake. I open it. The message is typed, simple, threatening. Stay away from Romano if you value your life. Vincent felt rage ignite. When did you get this? I ask. This morning. In the mailbox. Did you call the police? Not yet. I didn't know what to do. I fold the note carefully. This is because of me. You don't know that. Yes, I do. My voice is hard. My past is catching up. Someone doesn't want me here. Grace's voice is shaky. Then maybe you shouldn't be. The words cut deep, but I understand them. I'll stay away, I say, if that keeps you safe. Vincent, no. You're right. I bring danger. I always have. I turn to leave. Then Lucy appears in the doorway. Mr. Dimple, you came. She runs to me. She hugs my legs. She doesn't know about the note, about the danger. His throat tightens. I kneel down. Hey, sweetheart, are you staying? Can we read again? I look at Grace. Her eyes are torn, fearful, but also sad. Not today, I say to Lucy, but soon. Promise? Promise. She smiles. She runs back inside. Grace and I stand in silence. I'll figure out who sent this, I say, and I'll make sure you're safe. How? I have ways. Grace's expression hardens. I don't want violence, Vincent. That's not the answer. Sometimes it's the only answer. No, it's not. Her voice is firm. We trust God. We trust the police. We don't trust whatever you used to be. The words sting, but she's right. Vincent felt shame. I'm sorry, I say. You're right. I'll do this the right way. Will you? Yes. She doesn't look convinced, but she nods. I leave. But I don't go home. I go to make calls. To find out who's threatening the woman and child I'm starting to love. It takes 2 days to get answers. 2 days of calling old contacts, digging through old connections. The answer, when it comes, surprises me. Marco DeSantis, my former lieutenant, my former friend, the man I left behind when I walked away from that life. I call him. He answers on the first ring. Vince, he says. His voice is smooth, amused. I wondered when you'd call. Why are you threatening Grace? I ask. Threatening? That's a strong word. Answer the question. Marco laughs. You've gone soft, Vince, spending time with orphans and nurses. What would the old crew think? They can think whatever they want. Leave Grace and Lucy alone. Or what? You'll come after me? His voice turns cold. You're retired, remember? You have no power anymore. I have enough. Do you? Because from where I'm standing, you're just a sad old man chasing ghosts. Vincent's breath caught. What do you want, Marco? I want you to remember who you are, what you owe. You don't just walk away from this life and play happy family. I'm not playing anything. Then prove it. Come see me. We'll talk, like old times. Where? My club. Tonight, 10 o'clock. Come alone. The line goes dead. I sit in silence. Every instinct tells me this is a trap. Marco is dangerous. Always has been. But I need to know what he knows. About Lucy, about that note, about everything. His chest tightens. I call Grace. She answers on the third ring. Vincent, I found out who sent the note. I'm taking care of it. What does that mean? It means you'll be safe. Vincent, don't do anything dangerous. I won't. Liar. Her voice breaks. Please, don't throw away this second chance. I'm not. I'm protecting it. The silence stretches. Lucy misses you, Grace whispers. She drew you another picture. Something shifts in my expression. I miss her too, I say. Tell her I'll see her soon. Will you? Yes, I promise. I hang up. I look at my reflection in the window. The man looking back is somewhere between who I was and who I want to be. Tonight will decide which one survives. Marco's nightclub is exactly what I expected. Loud music, dark corners, beautiful people dancing. I walk through the crowd. People part for me. They recognize power even when it's retired. Marco waits in a private room. He's older, but still sharp, still dangerous. Vince, he says, you came. What do you want, I ask. Straight to business. I missed that about you. He pours 2 drinks, whiskey, expensive. He slides one toward me. I don't touch it. Marco smiles. Still don't trust me. Should I? Probably not. He drinks his whiskey. He studies me like a puzzle he's trying to solve. You look different, he says. Softer. People change. Do they? Or do they just pretend? Vincent felt angry. Get to the point. The point is simple. You're sniffing around that orphanage. That little girl, that nurse, people are talking. Let them talk. It makes you look weak, and when you look weak, it reflects on all of us. There is no us anymore. I'm out. You're never out. Marco's voice hardens. Not really. Your name still carries weight, and when you act like a fool, it damages that weight. I don't care. You should, because that little girl you're so interested in, she's not what you think. My blood runs cold. What are you talking about? Marco pulls out a folder. He slides it across the table. Birth records. DNA. Everything you need to know. I open it. Inside are documents, medical forms, a DNA test result. Vincent's breath caught. The test shows Lucy's biological parents, a wealthy couple, the Harrisons. No connection to me, no connection to Eleanor. This is fake, I say. Is it? Or is your fantasy the fake thing? Where did you get this? Sources. Same as you. Marco leans forward. Face it, Vince. That girl isn't yours. She's just a reminder of what you can't have. I stare at the documents. They look official, professional, but something feels wrong. His chest tightens. Why do you care? I ask. Because you're embarrassing yourself, and by extension embarrassing us. There is no us, I repeat. Keep telling yourself that. I stand. I take the folder. Stay away from Grace and Lucy. Or what? Or you'll remember why people feared me. Marco laughs. There's the Vince I know. Welcome back. I leave the club. The folder burns in my hands. The documents inside feel like poison. Could they be real? Could Lucy not be mine? Vincent felt his heart break. I drive aimlessly. The city blurs past. By the time I stop, I'm at my penthouse. I pour a drink, then another. I look at the DNA results. The Harrison family. Wealthy. Respectable. They claim Lucy as their biological child, given up for adoption due to unforeseen circumstances. It explains everything and nothing. My phone rings. Grace. I don't answer. It rings again. I let it go to voicemail. Then a text. What's happening? Child services called. They say Lucy's biological parents have been found. My stomach drops. Another text. They're coming tomorrow to take her. I call Grace. She answers immediately. Vincent, what did you do? Nothing. This isn't me. Then who? Her voice is panicked. They have legal documents, birth records, DNA proof. Grace, listen. They're taking her away. They're taking my daughter. Her voice breaks. The call ends. I stand in my empty penthouse. My hands shake. My chest tightens. This is Marco. It has to be. He fabricated everything to prove a point. But why? What does he gain? Unless this is about me, about showing me that hope is dangerous, that love is weakness. Vincent felt rage and despair warring inside him. I grab my keys. I drive to the orphanage. It's late, past midnight. But I need to see Grace. I need to fix this. When I arrive, the lights are on. Through the window, I can see Grace packing Lucy's things. Her shoulders shake. She's crying. I knock on the door. She opens it. Her eyes are red. "You shouldn't be here," she says. "Grace, they're taking her tomorrow morning. Legal guardianship transfer. There's nothing I can do. Let me help." "How? With what? More of your connections? More of your dangerous past?" Her voice is bitter, hurt. His throat tightens. "I thought you wanted to change," she whispers. "I thought you were different. I am trying. Not hard enough. Lucy needs stability, safety, not whatever this is." She steps back. She's shutting me out, protecting herself. "I love her," I say. The words tumble out. "I know I have no right, but I love her like she's mine. But she's not yours. The DNA proves it. What if the DNA is fake?" Grace stares at me. "Why would it be fake?" "Because someone wants to hurt me, and they're using you and Lucy to do it." "That's paranoid." "It's the truth." The silence stretches. Grace closes her eyes. "I can't do this. I can't be part of your world." "Then I'll leave it. Completely. I'll walk away from everything." "You said that before." Her voice is quiet. "People like you don't change, Vincent. You just wear better masks." The door closes. I stand alone in the darkness. Vincent felt shattered. I drive home. I drink until the bottle is empty. I stare at Elena's photo. "I tried," I whisper. "I tried to be better. But maybe Grace is right. Maybe people like me don't change. Maybe we just destroy everything we touch." 2 days pass. I don't leave my penthouse. I don't answer my phone. I let the darkness consume me. On the 3rd day, someone pounds on my door. I open it. Grace stands there. Her eyes are fierce. "You have to fight this," she says. "Why? You made it clear." I was scared and hurt and wrong. She pushes past me. "Lucy is gone. They took her yesterday." Vincent's breath caught. "The Harrisons?" I ask. "Yes. Wealthy couple. Perfect house. Everything she deserves." "Then why are you here?" Grace turns. Tears stream down her face. "Because Lucy cried for you. She asked where Mr. Dimple was, why he didn't say goodbye." Something shifts in my chest. "And because I don't believe those documents," Grace says. "I've been thinking about it. The timing is too convenient. The presentation too perfect. You think they're fake. I think someone wants you to believe they're real." I move toward her. "Grace, no. Listen. You said you'd fight for us, for Lucy. Prove it. Not with violence, not with your old ways, but with truth." Her eyes find mine. "I can't fight this alone," I say. "You're not alone." Her voice is firm. "We do this together." Vincent felt hope reignite. "Okay," I say. "Together." Grace nods. "What do we do first?" "I need to confront someone. The person who started this." "Marco?" "Yes." "Then I'm coming with you." "No, it's too dangerous." "I don't care." Her voice is steel. "You're not doing this the old way. I'm making sure of that." I study her. This gentle nurse with a spine of iron. This woman who refuses to let fear win. "All right," I say. "But we do this carefully." "Carefully," she agrees. We drive to Marco's nightclub. It's afternoon. The club is closed. But I know he's there. He's always there. I pound on the door. A bouncer opens it. "We're closed," he says. "Tell Marco that Vincent is here with a friend." The bouncer looks uncertain, but he disappears inside. 2 minutes later, Marco appears. He sees Grace. He smiles. "Vincent and the lovely nurse. What a surprise." "We need to talk," I say. "About?" "Lucy, the DNA test, all of it." Marco's smile widens. "Come in." We follow him to the back room. Grace stays close to me. Her hand brushes mine. His chest tightens. Marco sits. He pours a drink. "So, you figured it out." "You faked the documents," I say. "Did I? Or did I just reveal the truth?" "Tell us," Grace says. Her voice is quiet but firm. "Is Lucy Vincent's daughter or not?" Marco studies her. Then he laughs. "You really don't know?" "Tell us," Grace shouts. Something shifts in Marco's expression. "Fine. The truth." He leans forward. "Elena's fertility treatments. She did create an embryo. One survived. After she died, the clinic was supposed to destroy it." Vincent's breath caught. "But," I prompt, "but someone paid to have it transferred. A surrogate. The baby was born. That baby is Lucy." The room spins. Grace grips my arm. You're lying, I say. Am I? The clinic kept secret records. I have them. Lucy is yours, Vince. Biologically, legally, morally. She's your daughter. Joy and rage mix in my chest. Then why the fake DNA results? Because I wanted to see if you'd fight for her, if you still had any spine left. This is sick, Grace says. Maybe, but it worked. Marco stands. Now you know. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Before I can answer, men appear from the shadows, 6 of them, armed. Vincent felt fear spike. You didn't think I'd just let you walk out with that information, did you? Marco asks. What do you want, I ask. I want you back. One last job. Then you can have your daughter, your new life, all of it. No. Then I'll make sure Lucy disappears. Permanently. Grace gasps. I step in front of her. You won't touch her, I say. Won't I? Marco's voice is cold. I own those records. I own the proof. Without me, you're just a broken man with delusions. The men move closer. My mind races. I'm unarmed, outnumbered. If I fight, Grace could get hurt. His chest tightens. What's the job? I ask. Vincent, no, Grace says. What's the job? I repeat. Marco smiles. There's my boy. I'll send you the details. Now get out. The men part. Grace and I walk out. She's shaking. In the car, she turns to me. You can't do this. I have to, for Lucy. There has to be another way. There isn't. Tears fill her eyes. Then I'll go to the police. I'll tell them everything. They won't believe you. Marco has connections everywhere. Then what? You just become a criminal again? Vincent felt torn apart. I don't know, I say honestly. But I won't let him hurt Lucy. Or you. Grace covers her face. She cries. I want to comfort her, but I don't know how. We sit in silence. The weight of impossible choices crushing us both. Then Grace straightens. She wipes her tears. Her voice is steady. Then we find those records. We get proof. We go to the authorities the right way. Marco won't let us. We're smarter than him. We just have to be braver too. Her eyes find mine. Something shifts in my expression. Together? I ask. Together, she says. We drive away from the club. Neither of us knows what comes next. But we know we won't face it alone. And somehow that's enough, for now. The next morning, Grace and I meet at a diner far from St. Teresa's, far from Marco's reach. She looks tired, dark circles under her eyes, but her jaw is set, determined. I couldn't sleep, she says. Neither could I. The waitress pours coffee. We wait until she leaves. I've been thinking, Grace says. The clinic, New Horizons. If they kept secret records, they must be somewhere. The clinic closed 6 years ago. The records could be destroyed, or stored, hidden. People don't destroy evidence, they hide it. Vincent felt hope stir. She's right. In my old life, I learned that truth. Evidence always exists somewhere. You just have to know where to look. I'll make calls, I say. Find out what happened to the clinic's assets. And I'll search hospital records. Someone handled that embryo transfer. Someone knows. Her voice is steady, strong. I reach across the table. I touch her hand. Thank you. For what? For believing me. For fighting with me. Grace's eyes soften. Lucy needs both of us. We can't fail her. We won't. We spend the day gathering information. I call old contacts, business associates, people who owe me favors. Grace talks to former colleagues, nurses who worked at New Horizons, anyone who might remember. By evening, we have pieces. Not the whole picture, but pieces. The clinic's records were seized by the state, then transferred to a private storage facility. The location is classified, but I know someone who can find it. His chest tightens. I make one more call. Tony, my information specialist. I need a location, I say. Storage facility. State-seized medical records. New Horizons Fertility Clinic. That's government property, Mr. Romano. I know what it is. Can you find it? A pause. Give me 2 hours. I meet Grace at her apartment. It's small. Simple. Photos of children cover the walls. Lucy's drawings hang on the refrigerator. Any luck? She asks. Maybe. We'll know soon. Grace makes tea. We sit at her tiny kitchen table. The silence stretches. I'm scared, she says quietly. Me too. What if we can't prove it? What if Marco destroys the evidence? He won't. He needs it too. It's his leverage. Then what if we're too late? What if the Harrisons already have legal custody? Vincent's breath caught. Then we fight harder, I say. We don't stop until Lucy is home. Grace's eyes fill with tears. I miss her. It's only been 3 days. But I miss her so much, I know. She must think I abandoned her, that I didn't want her. She knows better than that. She knows you love her. Does she? She's 6 years old. 6-year-olds don't understand complicated adult situations. Her voice breaks. I move to her side. I pull her into my arms. She cries against my chest. His throat tightens. We'll get her back, I whisper. I promise. Grace pulls away. She wipes her eyes. Don't make promises you can't keep. I keep my promises. Always. My phone rings. Tony. I have the address, he says. I grab a pen. I write it down. Thank you. Mr. Romano? Be careful. That facility has security. I will be. I hang up. I show Grace the address. We go tonight. Tonight? Before Marco realizes what we're doing, Grace stands. Then we need a plan. The storage facility is outside the city, industrial area, warehouses and chain-link fences. We park a block away. It's past midnight. The streets are empty. Are you sure about this? Grace asks. No, but we're doing it anyway. We approach the fence. There's a guard station at the entrance. One guard. He looks bored. How do we get past him? Grace whispers. Vincent felt his old instincts return. We don't. We go through the back. We circle the building. The fence has a gap near the loading dock. Someone cut it. Probably kids looking for trouble. We slip through. The facility looms ahead. Dark. Quiet. Stay close, I say. Grace nods. Her hand finds mine. We cross the parking lot. The door to the loading dock is locked, but the lock is old, basic. I pull out my wallet. Inside is a thin metal card. Old habit. I slide it into the lock. I work it carefully. The lock clicks. The door opens. How did you... Grace starts. Old skills, I say. We enter. The warehouse is massive. Rows of shelves stretch into darkness. Each shelf holds boxes. Thousands of boxes. How do we find the right one? Grace asks. We start looking. We split up. Each row is labeled by year and category. I search for 2019, the year the clinic closed. My flashlight cuts through the darkness. Box after box. None labeled New Horizons. Then Grace calls softly, Vincent, here. I run to her. She's pointing at a box. The label reads, New Horizons Fertility Clinic. Patient records, sealed by order. Vincent's breath caught. I lift the box. It's heavy. We carry it to a clear space. I open it carefully. Inside are files. Hundreds of them. Alphabetical. I search for R. Romano. My hands shake. They never shake. Then I find it. Elena Romano. Patient file. Complete treatment history. I open it. Grace leans close. We read together. The documents show everything. Elena's treatments, the experimental procedures, the successful embryo creation, and then, at the end, a transfer agreement, dated 3 days after Elena's death. His chest tightens. The embryo was transferred to a surrogate, anonymous, payment made in full. The surrogate carried to term, delivered a healthy baby girl. Date of birth matches Lucy's age. Location matches where she was found. It's real, Grace whispers. She's yours. I can't speak. I can't breathe. My daughter. Lucy is my daughter. Grace grabs my arm. We need copies, photos, everything. I pull out my phone. I photograph every page, every document, every piece of proof. Then we hear footsteps. Someone's coming. We need to go, I say. We shove the file back. We close the box. We run for the door. Behind us, voices shout, Hey, someone's in here. We burst through the loading dock door, across the parking lot, through the fence. Headlights flood the area. A car screeches to a stop, blocking our path. Marco steps out. Vincent felt fear spike. Vince, Grace, out for a midnight stroll? Behind him, 3 men emerge. They're armed. Let us go, Marco, I say. Not until we talk about what you found in there. We didn't find anything. Liar. Marco's voice is cold. You found the proof, the records, everything. Grace steps forward. We have copies. If anything happens to us, they go to the police. Marco laughs. The police? They won't care. Those records are illegally obtained. Inadmissible. Maybe. But they'll investigate. And investigation means exposure. Your exposure. Something shifts in Marco's expression. He's angry. Cornered. You shouldn't have come here, he says. The men move closer. I push Grace behind me. Run, I whisper. What? No. Run. Grace hesitates. Then she runs, back toward our car. Marco's men start after her. I tackle the closest one. We hit the ground hard. His chest tightens. I fight, like I haven't fought in years. Fists, elbows, instinct. But I'm older now, slower. There are 3 of them. A fist connects with my ribs. I gasp. Another hits my face. Blood fills my mouth. I go down. They kick me. Again. Again. Through the pain, I hear an engine roar. Grace. She got to the car. She's safe. That's all that matters. Marco stands over me. You could have had everything, your daughter, your life. All you had to do was work with me. Go to hell, I say. He kicks me in the stomach. I curl up, gasping. Find the nurse, Marco tells his men. Bring her back and find the girl. Vincent's breath caught. Lucy. He's going after Lucy. Rage gives me strength. I grab Marco's ankle. I pull. He falls. I'm on him. Punching. Not thinking. Just protecting. The men pull me off. They drag me to Marco's car. They throw me in the trunk. Everything goes dark. I wake in pain. My head throbs. My ribs scream. Blood crusts on my face. The trunk is cramped, hot. I can't see anything. The car moves, then stops. Doors open. Voices. The trunk opens. Hands drag me out. We're at a marina. Abandoned. The water laps against old docks. They push me into a warehouse. Empty. Forgotten. Inside, my heart stops. Grace sits in a chair. Her hands are tied. Her face is bruised. Beside her, Lucy, also tied, also bruised. She's crying. Vincent felt his heart shatter. Papa Vince, Lucy screams. The men throw me down. Marco enters behind them. There we go, the whole family together. I try to stand. A man kicks me back down. Let them go, I say, my voice is rough. This is between us. No, Vince, this is about loyalty, about respect. You turned your back on family. Now you pay. They're innocent. No one's innocent. Lucy sobs. Grace tries to comfort her but can't reach her. His throat tightens. What do you want, I ask. I want you to remember who you are, what you are. You're not some reformed man. You're Vincent Romano. You're a killer. I'm not that man anymore. Prove it. Kill me. Right now. Save them. Marco pulls out a gun. He sets it on the floor. Between us. Go ahead. Be the hero. Kill me. Save your family. I look at the gun, then at Grace. She shakes her head. Tears stream down her face. Don't, she whispers. Please don't. Lucy cries harder. Papa Vince, I'm scared. Something shifts in my chest. I could take the gun. I could kill Marco. I've done it before. I could do it again. But that's not who I want to be. Not anymore. Not for Lucy. Vincent felt clarity. No, I say. Marco laughs. What? I said no. I won't kill you. I won't become that man again. Then you're weak. And weakness dies. Marco picks up the gun. He aims it at Grace. No! I shout. I lunge. The gun fires. Pain explodes in my side. I hit Marco. We crash to the floor. The gun skitters away. His chest tightens. We fight. Fists. Blood. Desperation. I'm wounded. Bleeding. But I don't stop. I can't stop. I pin Marco down. My fist pulls back. One punch could end him. Behind me, Lucy screams, Papa Vince, don't! I freeze. My fist hovers. Marco's face is bloody. Afraid. Do it, he whispers. Be the monster. Vincent's breath caught. I lower my fist. No, I'm not a monster. Not anymore. Sirens wail in the distance, getting closer. Marco's eyes widen. You called the cops? No, I did. Grace's voice, weak but strong. She holds up her phone. Behind the chair, hidden. I pressed emergency call before they tied me up, she says. The sirens are close now, seconds away. Marco's men run, scattering into the night. Marco tries to stand. I hold him down. It's over. You should have killed me, he says. Maybe, but I choose different now. Police burst through the door, guns drawn, shouting, Hands up! I raise my hands. Blood soaks my shirt. My vision blurs. The last thing I see is Lucy. Someone's untying her. She's running to me. Papa Vince! Then darkness, beeping, steady, rhythmic. I open my eyes. White ceiling, hospital smell, machines everywhere. My side burns. I try to move. Pain stops me. Don't move, Grace's voice. I turn my head. She sits beside the bed. She looks exhausted, but alive, safe. Lucy, I whisper. She's fine. Sleeping in the waiting room. She's been here every day. Every day? How long? 4 days. You had surgery twice. The bullet hit your liver. Vincent felt weak. Marco? Arrested. He's talking to prosecutors, trying to make a deal. He won't hurt anyone again. I close my eyes. Relief washes over me. You saved us, Grace says. You could have killed him, but you didn't. I couldn't. Not in front of Lucy. Not just because of Lucy. Her voice is soft, because you really have changed. Her hand finds mine. She squeezes gently. His chest tightens. The records, I say. Did the police? They have them, all the proof. DNA tests confirm what we already knew. Lucy is yours, biologically, legally. My eyes burn. My daughter. Yes, your daughter. And you? Grace's expression shifts. Vulnerable, hopeful. What about me? Where do you fit in all of this? She looks away. I don't know. Lucy is yours. You have every right. Grace, look at me. Her eyes find his. You raised her. You loved her. You're her mother. Nothing changes that. Tears spill down her face. Vincent, I don't want to take her from you. I want to share her. With you. What does that mean? It means we're family. All three of us. The silence stretches. Grace leans forward. She kisses my forehead. Gently, tenderly. Family, she whispers. The door bursts open. Lucy runs in. A nurse tries to stop her. Lucy, wait! But she's already at my bedside. Her eyes are wide, hopeful. Papa Vince, you're awake. Vincent's breath caught. I smile. It hurts, but I smile. Hey, sweetheart. I thought you were going to sleep forever, like in the fairy tales. Not forever, just a little while. She climbs onto the bed, carefully. She curls up beside me. Don't leave again, she says. I won't. Promise? Promise. She closes her eyes. Content. Safe. Grace watches us. Her expression is soft, full of love. Something shifts in my chest. This is what Elena wanted. This is what she gave me. A family, a second chance, a reason to be better. His throat tightens. Thank you, Elena, I whisper. Grace hears. She smiles through her tears. Outside, the sun rises. A new day, a new beginning. 6 weeks later, I'm released from the hospital. I walk with a cane. My side aches, but I'm healing. Grace drives me home, not to my penthouse, to hers. You're staying with us, she says, until you're fully recovered. I don't want to impose. You're not imposing. Your family. Lucy bounces in the back seat. Yeah, Papa Vince, we made you a room. You did? Yep, it has a bed and everything. I laugh. It still hurts, but the pain is worth it. Vincent felt grateful. The apartment is small, but it's home. Lucy shows me to a room. It's her art space usually, but she's cleared it out, put in a bed, covered the walls with her drawings. All of me. Mr. Dimple, Papa Vince. My face over and over. Her version of love. My eyes burn. It's perfect. I knew you'd like it. That night we eat dinner together. Simple food, pasta, salad, nothing fancy, but it's the best meal I've had in years, because I'm not alone. After dinner, Lucy asks me to read. We sit on the couch, Grace beside us, Lucy between us. I read about brave knights and rescued princesses. Lucy falls asleep against my shoulder. Grace looks at me. Her voice is quiet. You're good at this. At what? Being a father. I'm learning. You're doing more than learning. You're thriving. Something shifts in my expression. I sold the penthouse, I say. Grace's eyes widen. What? I don't need it. Too big. Too empty. Too much past. Where will you live? I was hoping you'd let me stay here. Rent one of the rooms properly. Be part of this. His eyes find hers. Vincent, I know it's fast. I know it's complicated, but I want to be here. With Lucy. With you. Grace's breath catches. Are you sure? I've never been more sure of anything. She doesn't answer with words. She leans close. She kisses me. Soft, gentle, full of promise. When she pulls back, she's smiling. Okay, 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 you can stay. Vincent felt his heart soar. 3 months later, I stand in front of a new building. The sign reads, the Elena Romano Foundation Children's Home. It's official, open, ready. Grace stands beside me. Lucy holds both our hands. Mama Grace, is this really ours? Lucy asks. Grace and I exchange a look. Mama Grace. She's been saying it for weeks now. Grace cries every time. Yes, sweetheart, Grace says. This is for children who need homes, who need families. Like I needed you? Exactly like that. Lucy grins. She tugs my hand. Can I cut the ribbon, Papa Vince? Of course you can. The crowd gathers. Former orphanage children, church members, donors, press. Father Anthony stands with us, the elderly priest who married Elena and me, who buried Elena, who watched me fall apart and now watches me rebuild. God is good, he says quietly. Yes, I say, he is. Lucy takes the scissors. She cuts the ribbon. Everyone cheers. His chest tightens. The doors open. Children rush inside. They explore. They laugh. They claim rooms and spaces. This is what Eleanor wanted. A legacy of love. Grace squeezes my hand. She'd be proud of you. Of us, I correct. This is us. That night, after the celebration, we return to our apartment, our home. Lucy is exhausted. She falls asleep in the car. I carry her inside. I tuck her into bed. Grace appears in the doorway. She had a big day. We all did. We stand there, watching Lucy sleep. This beautiful miracle. Vincent, Grace says. Yes, I love you. The words settle into my chest. Warm, real, right. Vincent's breath caught. I love you too, I say. She takes my hand. We walk to the living room. We sit together. What happens now? She asks. Now we live. We raise Lucy. We help other children. We build something good. That simple? That simple. Grace leans against me. I wrap my arm around her. Outside, the city glows. Inside, we're home. His throat tightens. I think about the man I was. Cold, empty, lost. And the man I am now. Father, partner, builder of hope. Elena saw this future. She believed in it. She made it possible. Thank you, I whisper. To Eleanor, to God, to whatever force gave me this second chance. Grace hears. She doesn't ask who I'm thanking. She just squeezes my hand, and that's enough. Months pass. Seasons change. Life settles into rhythm. Lucy starts second grade. She tells everyone about Papa Vince and Mama Grace, about her big house for other kids, about being special. Grace runs the foundation with skill and heart. I handle finances and logistics. We make a good team. In the quiet moments, Grace and I talk about marriage, about making it official, but we're not rushing. We're already a family. The paperwork can wait. One Sunday we visit the church garden, the place where I first saw Lucy, where everything changed. Lucy runs ahead. She's chasing butterflies. Her laughter echoes. Grace and I walk slowly, hand in hand. Do you ever regret it? She asks. Leaving your old life? Never. Not even a little. Not even a little. Vincent felt peaceful. We sit on a bench. Lucy comes running back. She climbs into my lap. Papa Vince, can I ask you something? Anything. She touches the birthmark under my eye. Then her own. We match. We do. That means we belong together, right? Yes, sweetheart, it means we belong. She smiles. Content. She looks at Grace. And Mama Grace belongs too. Of course she does, I say. Good. Because we're a family. Yes, we are. Lucy jumps down. She runs back to the butterflies. Grace leans her head on my shoulder. 6 months ago I couldn't imagine this. Neither could I. But here we are. Here we are. The sun sets. Golden light paints everything. Lucy's hair glows. Grace's face softens. The world feels right. His eyes find the sky. I think of Eleanor. Somewhere. Somehow. Watching. Thank you, I whisper. For Lucy. For Grace. For everything. The breeze answers. Gentle. Warm. Like Elena's touch. Grace hears. She understands. She always understands. She gave you a beautiful gift, Grace says. She gave us a beautiful gift. Something shifts in the light. A butterfly lands on Lucy's hand. She gasps with delight. Mama Grace, Papa Vince, look. We stand, we walk to her, together. Lucy shows us the butterfly, orange and black, delicate and perfect. It's so pretty, she breathes. Like you, I say. She giggles. The butterfly flies away. Lucy watches it go. Then she takes our hands, one in each of hers. Vincent felt complete. Let's go home, Lucy says. Okay, sweetheart, Grace says. We walk through the garden, past flowers and trees, past memories and new beginnings. At the gate I look back. For just a moment, the church stands quiet, peaceful, the place where lost became found, where broken became whole, where a man with no hope found everything that mattered. His chest tightens. Grace tugs my hand. You coming? I turn. I smile at her, at Lucy, at my family. Yes, I'm coming. We walk down the street. The sunset follows us. Lucy skips between us. Grace hums softly. I glance heavenward one last time. Thank you, Eleanor, and thank you, God. The words are barely a whisper, but I know they're heard. We turn the corner, toward home, toward tomorrow, toward everything that comes next. Together. Lucy looks up at me. Papa Vince. Yes? I'm happy. Me too, sweetheart. Me too. And I am. For the first time in longer than I can remember, I am truly, completely, peacefully happy. Vincent's breath catches. We reach our building. We climb the stairs. We open the door to our apartment. Home. Lucy runs inside. Grace follows. I stand in the doorway for one moment. This is my life now, not perfect, but real, full of love and laughter and second chances. I step inside. I close the door behind me. Grace smiles at me from the kitchen. Lucy calls from her room. Everything is finally at peace. I stand at my bedroom window. Morning light filters through the curtains. 6 months have passed since the garden, since peace found me. Sometimes I still can't believe this is my life, that I get to wake up to Lucy's laughter, to Grace's gentle presence, to a home that feels alive. The past haunts me less now. The guilt doesn't crush me anymore. Elena's memory lives in Lucy's smile, in the foundation that bears her name, in the good we do every day. Vincent felt grateful. I was a man who thought redemption was impossible, who believed some sins were too dark to forgive, but Grace taught me different. Lucy showed me different. God proved me wrong. I am not the man I was. I am someone better, someone trying, someone worthy of this second chance. 6 months later, life has found its rhythm. I wake early. The apartment is quiet. Grace sleeps beside me. We married 3 months ago. Simple ceremony at St. Teresa's. Father Anthony officiated. Lucy was our flower girl. I slip out of bed. I walk to the kitchen. I start coffee. The familiar routine soothes me. Lucy's backpack sits by the door, ready for school. Her homework is done. Her lunch is packed. Grace handles these things with practiced ease. But I'm learning. I help. I'm part of this daily dance. The coffee brews. The smell fills the apartment. Grace appears in the doorway. She wears my old shirt. Her hair is messy. She's beautiful. Morning, she says. Morning. I pour her coffee. Sleep well? Better than well. Perfect. She kisses my cheek. She takes the mug. We stand at the window together. His chest tightens. Chicago spreads below us. The city where I built an empire, where I lost everything, where I found everything again. Lucy has a field trip today, Grace says. The museum. Yes, she's been talking about it all week. She's excited about everything lately. She's happy. We're all happy. Something shifts in my expression. Grace is right. Happiness used to feel impossible. Now it feels natural, normal, real. Lucy's door opens. She stumbles out, half asleep. Her hair sticks up in every direction. Morning, baby, Grace says. Morning, Mama Grace. Morning, Papa Vince. She climbs onto my lap. Still small enough to curl up, still young enough to need us. Vincent felt his heart swell. Big day today, I say. The museum, Lucy perks up. We get to see dinosaurs. That's exciting. Will you pick me up after, both of you? Grace and I exchange a look. We both have work at the foundation today, but Lucy's face is so hopeful. Yes, I say. We'll both be there. Lucy hugs me. Best day ever. She runs to get dressed. Grace laughs. Best day ever. She says that every day. Maybe every day is the best day. When did you become an optimist? When I had something to be optimistic about. Her eyes find mine. Grace kisses me. Longer this time. Deeper. Full of promise. I love you, she whispers. I love you too. At the foundation, children fill the hallways. 20 kids now. Ages 5 to 15, all needing homes, all finding safety here. Grace works in her office, managing schedules, coordinating with social workers. She's tireless, devoted. I handle the finances, the fundraising, the business side. We make a good team. Sister Maggie appears in my doorway. Vincent, there's someone here to see you. Who? A young couple. They're interested in adoption. My heart lifts. I'll be right there. Vincent felt hopeful. Adoption inquiries have increased. The foundation's reputation is growing. More families want to help. More children find homes. The couple is young, nervous. They sit in the waiting room, holding hands. Mr. Romano, the man says. I'm David. This is my wife, Sarah. Please call me Vincent. I shake their hands. Let's talk in my office. We spend an hour discussing their hopes, their fears, their readiness for a child. They're good people, honest, kind, exactly what a child needs. There's a boy, I say. Marcus. He's 7. He loves dinosaurs and building blocks. He's shy but sweet. Sarah's eyes shine. Could we meet him? Of course. Let me arrange it. They leave with hope in their faces. I watch them go. This is why we do this. To build families. To heal broken places. His throat tightens. Grace finds me later. I heard about David and Sarah. They're perfect for Marcus. You think so? I know so. I recognize that look. That desperate hope. I had it too. Grace touches my face. And look at you now. Look at us now. We stand together, looking through the window at the courtyard. Children play outside, laughing, running, living. I want to expand, I say. Expand. The foundation. I want to open another location, maybe two. There are so many children who need help. Grace considers this. That's a big step. I know. But we have the resources. We have the will. Why not? Why not? She echoes. Her voice is soft, wondering. Something shifts in her expression. What? I ask. I'm just amazed. By you. By how far you've come. We've come. This is us. Together. Together. She agrees. At 3 o'clock, Grace and I drive to Lucy's school. We park and wait. Parents gather at the gate. We blend in, just another family. The bell rings. Children pour out. Lucy spots us immediately. She runs. Papa Vince! Mama Grace! I saw a T-Rex! It was huge! She demonstrates with her arms, wild gestures, pure excitement. Vincent's breath caught. We drive home. Lucy talks non-stop, about dinosaurs, about friends, about everything and nothing. At home, Grace makes dinner. Lucy does homework at the table. I help her with math. Papa Vince, why are numbers so hard? They're not hard, they're just tricky, you have to practice. Like you practice being a dad? I pause. What do you mean? Mama Grace says you didn't know how to be a dad at first, but you practiced. Now you're really good at it. His chest tightens. Your Mama Grace is very smart. I know. That's why I love her. Me too, sweetheart. Me too. Dinner is simple. Chicken, vegetables, rice. We eat together. We talk about our days. We laugh at Lucy's jokes. After dinner, Lucy asks to draw. Grace reads beside her. I sit with them, content, complete. This is my life now. These small moments, these quiet joys, this ordinary magic. Vincent felt peaceful. Later, after Lucy is asleep, Grace and I sit on the couch. The TV plays softly. We're not watching. We're just being. I've been thinking, Grace says. About? Maybe we should adopt too. Give Lucy a sibling. My heart stops. You want to adopt, don't you? We have space. We have love. Why not share it? I consider this another child, another soul to protect and nurture, another chance to be the father I always wanted to be. Yes, I say. Let's do it. Grace smiles. Really? Really? She kisses me. Her joy is infectious, contagious, beautiful. His eyes find hers. Thank you, she whispers, for being brave enough to change. Thank you for believing I could. We sit in comfortable silence, planning, dreaming, building our future. Outside, the city hums. Inside, we're home. The next Sunday, we visit Elena's grave, all three of us. It's become a monthly tradition, Lucy insists. We need to thank her, Lucy says, for making you my papa. We stand at the headstone, white marble, Elena's name, her dates. Grace holds Lucy's hand. I stand beside them. Hi, Elena, Lucy says. She talks to the stone like Elena can hear. Maybe she can. I wanted you to know I'm happy. Papa Vince is the best dad ever, and Mama Grace is the best mom. We're a real family now. Vincent's breath caught. Lucy places flowers on the grave, daisies, Elena's favorite. Thank you for Papa Vince, Lucy says. I'll take good care of him, I promise. My eyes burn. I look away. Grace squeezes my hand. She's right, you know, Grace says softly. Lucy does take care of you. She takes care of both of us. We stand in silence, honoring the past, embracing the present, hoping for the future. As we walk back to the car, Lucy skips between us. She holds both our hands. Papa Vince? Yes? Do you think Elena is proud of us? I look up, at the sky, at the clouds drifting past. Yes, sweetheart. I think she's very proud. Lucy smiles. Good, because I'm proud of us too. His throat tightens. We drive home, the three of us, our little family, our perfect, imperfect life. At a stoplight, I look at Grace. She's watching Lucy in the rearview mirror. Love radiates from her face. Then Grace looks at me. Her expression softens. You okay? More than okay, I'm home. Yes, you are. The light turns green. We drive forward. into whatever comes next, together. That night, after Lucy is asleep, I stand in her doorway, watching her breathe, peaceful, safe, mine. Grace appears beside me. She's beautiful, she is. Like her mother, Grace leans against me. Both her mothers. Yes, both. We stand there. Two people who found each other through tragedy and hope, who built something beautiful from broken pieces. Vincent felt complete. I never thought I'd have this, I whisper. This. Everything, family, love, purpose, peace. Grace turns to face me. Her hand touches my cheek. You deserve it all. I don't know if I deserve it, but I'm grateful for it. That's enough. Gratitude is enough. Something shifts in my chest. She's right. I may never feel worthy, but I can be grateful. I can honor this gift by being better every day. We walk to our room. We lie in bed. Grace's head rests on my chest. My arm wraps around her. Vincent? She says sleepily. Yes, thank you. For what? For choosing us. Every day. You choose us. His eyes found the ceiling. It's the easiest choice I've ever made. Grace kisses my shoulder. Within minutes, she's asleep. Her breathing evens out. Peaceful. I lie awake a little longer, thinking, remembering, hoping. I think about the man I was 6 years ago, broken, empty, lost in grief. I think about Elena, her love, her faith, her final gift. I think about Grace, her patience, her strength, her willingness to see good in a broken man, and Lucy, my miracle, my daughter, my reason to be better. Vincent's breath caught. Everything I have now started with loss, with grief, with the darkest moment of my life. But from that darkness came light, came hope, came love. Elena was right. God never abandoned me. He just waited for the right moment, the right people, the right time. I close my eyes. Sleep pulls at me. Thank you, I whisper one more time, to Elena, to God, to the universe that gave me this impossible gift. Tomorrow I'll wake up to Lucy's laughter, to Grace's smile, to another day of being the man I always wanted to be. Tonight, I rest, content, grateful, home. His chest tightens one last time, then releases. All the weight, all the guilt, all the pain, gone. I am finally, truly, completely at peace. Morning comes gently. Sunlight warms the room. Grace stirs beside me. Lucy's footsteps pad down the hall. She appears in our doorway, sleepy, smiling. Morning, Papa Vince. Morning, Mama Grace. Morning, baby, Grace says. Lucy climbs into bed between us. She fits perfectly, like she was always meant to be here. What are we doing today? Lucy asks. Whatever you want, I say. Pancakes? Pancakes it is. Grace laughs. We get up. We move through our morning routine. Coffee, breakfast, laughter. This is my life. These simple moments. These ordinary miracles. Vincent felt joy. After breakfast, we sit together on the couch. Lucy colors. Grace reads. I just watch them, memorizing this moment. Papa Vince, why are you staring? Lucy asks. Because I'm happy. Me too. She goes back to coloring. Grace's eyes find mine. She understands. She always understands. The morning stretches ahead, full of possibility, full of love, full of everything that matters. I pull both of them close. My family, my heart, my home. Lucy giggles. Grace sighs contentedly, and I smile. The end.